welcome. Welcome to this video for the open-minded people. For the open-minded people only. Right? Or for the people that just want to have a laugh. Just kidding, no, but basically in this video, okay, it's not having a laugh stuff. This is me. I'm going to be showing some basic kung fu and free flow martial art techniques and just explaining what I'm doing as I'm moving. Very simple techniques. Nothing. What I mean is like nothing fancy to look at, and I won't be exerting so much energy into what I'm doing, like doing crazy jumping kicks and really flowing into some crazy flow, you know. No, but what I'll be doing is I'll be doing some simple hand to hand techniques, okay. Maneuvering, walking around in this room and just imagining that I'm getting attacked from different angles. Obviously, if you found me in a New York subway, I probably found my ass stepped up and chucked in a gutter, blood on the blocks in the hoods. I know, I understand. When you're doing martial arts moves and you're flowing and doing all this stuff, I may have years of experience in training, but you can't deny I'm one skinny ass chicken motherfucker. And I look like a skinny ass chicken motherfucker. And it doesn't matter who you are. You can be Conor McGregor or some tough guy from the MMA even, whoever it is, who's really renowned, top fighter, anyone. Doesn't matter who you are. No one is invincible. Even Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, legends like that. And they're great. Anyone though, you could be sleeping on a bus if you are, or whatever. Some old lady could come up to you and slap you in the face. It can happen. We all come unstuck sometimes. But it's better to have some skills. You know, the top footballers, the top basketballers and stuff, they train for the Olympics or they train for the World Cups or whatever, you know, and they're great. They're great. They're at the top of their game. It's better to have those skills. It's better to have those skills than those skills, right? Yeah, sometimes that goalkeeper, professional goalkeeper, maybe he misses the ball. You know, maybe the slight wind direction changes all of a sudden, you know, and oops, you know. Or there goes the ball again into the crowd, whatever it is, you know. But at the end of the day, it's better to have those skills. It's better to have those skills. Then you say, well, what skills? If I'm practicing all this mumbo jumbo bullshit, oh shit, how's that going to work? They're going to say that in real life, if you're not moving like that, then what the thing is, we are moving like that. But what it doesn't mean that I'm going to stand here in some fancy stance and go doing all the moves. Come on, man, you know. In front of some thug who's about to, you know, unleash 7 barrels of shit on me. When someone comes at you, they're just coming straight at you, you know, they're going to come, you know, really try and do you in. They're not, it's just, you know, you can't plan and do fancy techniques like that. It's not about planning it. You're training reaction. When you train in a school, when you train with people properly, you train with people in the martial arts, you train and you get the reaction. It's about structural movements. So we're training structural movements. When you train by yourself, you can only train those structural movements, yeah. And you can train slow to get the coordination. Some of the stuff looks like absolute bullshit or nonsense. But some of the stuff, you know, if you don't know your stuff, like, because I've been training traditional martial arts for years, and I'm not boasting, I literally have, in various schools in karate and kung fu, and I've done kickboxing, and I've looked into a lot of arts, basic tai chi, as I say, tai chi. Wing Chun, okay, Yung Chun, Tai Chi, which is Tai Chi, okay, and Bagua, a little bit of that. I've done 5 animal kung fu, I've done weapons training, I've done long fist wushu. I'm not saying I've done this, I've done that, I've done that. I'm saying I've done this, right? I've really learned. I've studied bits and pieces, I've picked up other things along the way, looking at things like Aikido and stuff too. I started out with karate, I did kickboxing, I know about sparring, I've done a lot of my own training. And anyone, man or woman, anyone out there of any age, you can learn a lot from martial arts, as I've said before. So I don't want to talk too much. I want to just do some techniques in this video, just show you some basic techniques. If you want to try to follow, you can. If you want to try to take notes of what I'm saying, then that's what this whole video is about. The structure. When you train with someone, though, it's different. You need to really study to see what actually works and what doesn't work. In terms of your position of balance, how you'd cover. Don't just say someone tells you to do this, so you do this. Someone does this to do. It doesn't work that way, does it? Because when you're getting your ass pummeled by some guy, whether they're an MMA fighter or just some thug off the block, whatever it is, it doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? But what does work is traditional martial arts, and you know, if you don't train it, you don't know it. And I'm telling you now, there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of physical body knowledge as well as the mind that the martial arts can teach you. I can only share what I can share in a video. But when you train with people, and you really train and spar, you can learn about reaction and learn how to move, or how you would need to move, or how to adapt that in such a way that you could utilize this one body. Don't put limits on yourself. You can move in any damn way and react if you work it and practice it and mix things up, whatever. But you need to train things properly in order, like techniques, repetition, proper posture and structure. But I'm going to show you some really simple stuff though. We're not going in full, as I say, I'm not going to go straight into this guy full on. I'm going to take some simple techniques, right? So you can see me top to bottom for the most part, except when I come very close like that and you can't see my feet. So, you know, I'm just going to move around. So you're going to see certain techniques from like a straight line perspective, like a Wing Chun kind of perspective here, okay? And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to do it like in a very natural way. Just loosening up again, making sure that you're nice and loosened up. So I'm just moving around in a natural position. I could be waiting at a bus stop or somewhere, you know, anywhere. I could be at the local shop or whatever, you know, and you know, you don't know what's going to happen. Someone could try and grab you, so I could grab his arm there. He grabs me at my. He puts his hand on me either way. If it's his left hand, I might grab. He grabs my, anyway, he grabs my arm, I can grab his arm. He grabs my body, he grabs my jacket, whatever, he puts his hand on me, he tries to push me. I can also turn and absorb that push and pull him into a strike of my own. My hands up, I can grab his elbow from here. I can also hit him. This could be the back of his elbow as he's grabbing me here. I grab his elbow or his arm, and the reason so is because if I grab his hand, his elbow could still come in. He can like bend his arm and hit me in the face, see? So I'm grabbing the elbow, and you know, this may expose his back, you see. So the guy's like this, the guy's coming in, and he's like that. I've pulled him across, and now he's open. So he's coming in, see. I go boom, I hit to the back, hit him in the head. I pull that across, boom, boom. See, I can even knee him. He might knee me. I might even do that and then step behind his foot, and then I might even go across. I may even from here. I may even parry that arm away with this hand and then go down for a low throw. I just step behind his foot, coming really close. So I'm so close to him now. His arm passes me, and I go under here and put my arm around his body, sink low, my leg is behind his leg, and I throw him down using my waist motion or going straight in. Just walk in and throw him down. Might sound simple, depends how the person's moving. Okay, is he coming up to hit me? I might put my hand up here to guard, my arm, use my forearm, same thing, or might grab it, I might just guard, and I can stomp on his foot, step on his foot, or give a low kick out, like a low side kick. I might pull him into a knee, but you don't want to pull his arm down and he headbutts me in the nose. I want to make sure I've got my other hand here for a guard. The same way as if I use this hand. Same thing, you might be coming in, I might do that, I might parry that, palm him in the face, hit him in the gut, elbow high, he might be coming here, I might parry down, this one might hit him high, into the head, back fist. So I parry not only across, but I bring his arm down and hit. Or I might do that back fist low into his rib cage. Proper classic one. These are classic ones. I may do that. I may come here, see, I might block that across his hand, as his hand's coming across here, I might do that, I might knock it off there. Or like even if it's like lift it up, even if it's like holding down, I might lift it off, step in, and then step through, use this hand, and throw him down. This could be a ridge hand, or forearm strike to his neck. Be careful, because you could kill somebody with some of these techniques. But coming in, you strike and throw at the same time. I might come across to his gut on the inside. The thing you've got to be careful is you've got straight kind of moves and you've got swinging kind of moves, the same way as when you're punching. When you do a technique and come in like that, he could block that. So you need to know how to use your hands and feel, whether they're big movements or simple like boxing type technique, whatever it is, you need to know how to cover and strike and guard the whole time, whether you get the strikes or the throws in. You have to have a good guard. and at the same time rely on it and beating this guy almost like you've got your hands tied behind your back. So you've got your hands, your fingers, your palms, your fists, your forearms, your elbows and your shoulders. It can all be utilised with this upper body twisting motions to absorb attacks. If someone's coming up and absorb things like that, you can absorb, you know, the high, the low, your core, your spine, okay, control with the waist here, and then the legs and the feet, and everything's in one, controlling your breath and reacting naturally, okay? But you want to be able to use your legs and your feet to do it, the root. It's like if there's a tree, like I've said this before a couple of times, and I'm happy I just remember this now. If there was a tree here, you can try this, or a door frame like that if you want. And I stand and I lean my back against the tree. Well, let's imagine I step to the side and this leg is here and the tree's behind my leg here. If I lean back, I'm going to fall and trip over that tree and fall back. You know what I'm saying? If I put one leg in front of the tree there, you can see how you trip over or fall back. That could be someone's legs. Same thing. So you're going to make sure that you are rooted like a tree. That's what we train these strong stances for. So when you're coming in to attack, I'm lower. My waist is lower than his waist, or the opponent's waist. Okay, my stance is stronger. Make sure you do some squats every day, up and down on your knee. Strengthen your legs, any way you can. And then you'll be using that with your body, a bit like boxers do, You'll be using this motion. So it's like whatever he does, he can pull my arms, whatever I'm here covering. I walk into him, my waist and my legs, I'm going to trip him over from this angle here. And you can train this stuff with real trees. I used to do it before. I always did. I've done it in the past in South China, where I am now, and also, in northeast China, in the snow. Before I would train in the snow with a tree, and I would come in. You can see my old videos before, from years ago, and I train with a tree, and I stand with my knee against a tree, my leg, my shins, and stepping behind it and stuff like that, and in front, using my core to see if I can feel my core solid, as if that was a real person. So however my hands are here, you can grapple in, you can meet whoever's grappling whoever, but I'm using my whole body with a few turning motions of walking and stepping and stuff. I can use my shoulder, whatever it is, I can utilise these techniques and chuck them down. And you find this not only in boxing and stuff, but this kind of throwing and grappling and stuff, especially in a lot of kung fu systems and kung fu, it really is Shaolin styles, yes, but also, of course, very much in Tai Chi and Bagua. You see it a lot. And I will say in Wing Chun as well, okay, Yung Chun, you will find. Okay, so I train a lot of Wing Chun, as I say, Yung Chun. I even teach people my bit, and I also incorporate some Tai Chi training in there too. So when you see me doing a lot of techniques, you see me doing a lot of that. I always go into like a Wing Chun flow, trapping the hands, trapping, going here, come the other side here, catching here, see, things like that, on the centre line. And I also go in using it all to the elbow. And sometimes I'll go in like a flowing motion, and I'll step through with like the ball of Tai Chi, Tai Chi, and throw them over. And things like that, so come in using soft motions. And I like to blend everything I've learned, so from the white crane kung fu to the tiger, it's all there. The mantis can come in, but the crane is similar. See, coming in, he can hit me, I block from here, catch his arm, push him back. Again, Wing Chun, I can block from this side and throw a punch, trap that, hit here, block high, elbow low, so I can come in. Again, same thing, I might step through, throw him over, or go this way again with a Tai Chi throw. But the thing is, you won't know these techniques unless you really know them and practice them, like, and know them and drill them. But I'm just showing you like flows of various movements you can do in self-defense. If you can try to imagine what I'm talking about and see here what I'm saying. Someone comes to hit my body. Let's do some new things. Someone comes to hit my body, I bring my elbow in to guard. Just like in boxing, when they block with their guard here, or in Wing Chun when you're blocking like that. So my arm's coming in, okay? My arm's coming in. Someone comes to hit my gut here, my rib cage. So I'm not going to put my hand there necessarily to block, turn and hit, or block and then come back and hit. I can do that. I can block with my arm and then elbow him in the face. But if you come in here, I can just dip my elbow down. See, I can bring my elbows in, or out. You see how I bend my legs to that base? Sometimes I turn and I bring that knee in. You see, it's like we do in Wing Chun, we do that a lot anyway. But it's like, and in boxing too, you're protecting your centre line here on this centre, on the guard. They used to do it in the samurai days in Japan with the swords, protecting that centre. If I'm on the centre, it's like a gun firing or an arrow or whatever's you're pointing here. If you're on that side or that side, that's where you're going, but I'm right here on my centre. And if you're in the line of fire, I'm not in your line of fire. So it means if the opponent's coming, you want to be there. You want to make sure that they're missing and you can hit them here or here. The arm's not going to hit you. If my arm's here, you can hit me here, right? My arm's here, or too high, you can hit me here, or too low, you can hit me here. So, you know, when my arms are here open, you can hit me. Either side, I'm here, so you want to make sure you move my arm across. If I'm going to hit you, you block my arm, my hand, my elbow can hit you. So you want to make sure you control the whole thing across. See? But if you stay here in the middle of two people, they're going to both come and attack you from any angle. If you stand in the middle of the two lanes of traffic, basically, right? Yeah. Okay. And one hand's here. You might need to block from that side. You're blocking on the inside against my arm coming in, but then I can also hit you with my other hand. Is free. So if I'm coming at you, running at you, punching, kicking, whatever it is coming at you, you want to go that way. You want to move away. So if you're coming towards me, I'll move to the outside. Meaning everything that's coming, whether it's one hand, 1 foot, 2 hands, 2 feet, one car, one bike on the road, you don't want to be going one way and then your body goes this way and your foot goes that way. You step in, you get run over in the street. You make sure everything, you step to the side, move everything away and let all of the danger pass is what you want to do. And don't leave your back open to attack. You want to use your surroundings for defending yourself. Use your surroundings. If there's a wall behind you, good. Don't step back into a fire or down a staircase and fall and kill yourself. You know, make sure you can see what's all around you. Use things, if something there, close a door or put something in front of you, obstacles behind, between you and the opponent. You know, if you can run, but you've got to know your escape route, otherwise you're going to waste your energy and exhaust yourself. Is it better to run or fight, you know? Okay, so the elbows can attack from any angle too. Okay? You know, you hold on 1 second while I just loosen up. The elbows can attack from any angle too. So if someone's, you know, here in front of me, I can elbow you any way. If someone behind me, I can throw an elbow back, high, across, using the flat part, across, coming here, see, low, grabbing the arm. Someone comes to hit me here, I block and hit him low. It's like that Taiji ball, you see. You can hit me here, I block. I can Wing Chun, same thing here, centre line, I come and hit low, or I bring his arm down and I hit high. I might want to go a back elbow like this, but the problem is when you do this stuff, if I'm going to hit you with the back of my elbow, look, you can hit me here first. You can put your hand here and stop my elbow as I'm coming. Or my arm's coming, you can stop that arm, parry it to the side, parry that arm away as I'm coming. Stop me and then hit me here or push me away. Or step in and chuck me back, kick me, whatever. So when your hand's up here like this so high, sometimes someone might throw a low kick and surprise you, kick you in the nuts. So you've got to be able to work hit high and the low, everything, you know. Okay, so someone's going to hit me here, my body, his hands are coming at me either way, whatever he's trying to do. And you know, it might be a pervert trying to grab hold of your bits. You bring your hand down in front here. I can block with my elbows or my forearms, as I've said before, on my wrist here. I don't need to use my hand necessarily. I want to keep my hand free. So then I block down. This hand's ready here too, back a bit, ready, so I can throw that punch if I want to. I can still protect. If he's going to come and try and hit me in the head, I'll use this hand to stop it. Bit of a distance between me and that. If it's on an angle swinging, I'll just move my hand out to the side and cover there. But you see I've got this kind of covering going on. I can parry here, I can parry down, I can use my elbows if need be. See, that's what boxers do. Boxers use their elbows and stuff in close range here, on the outside here, or the inside, and then their hands are free to punch. See, up here, on the side, see. So that's what we're doing, same thing in Kung Fu. So if someone coming at me, is going to hit me there, I block, I can palm him in the face. Or block him in close range and elbow him. Or block here and step to the side and elbow. Or block here and then come back and hit. Different attacks you can do. I'm just saying, okay, when I do this kind of stuff, I'm blocking down here per se. See, that's already there. I like to think of different ranges. So when I'm moving around, I'll be moving my hands naturally, just walking naturally. If someone's going to hit me low, I can step back and block against the kick. Or I'm just imagining the different things are coming at me, like kicks. You've got to practice for real when you're training, like carefully. Don't break your wrists on someone's hard kick with that. Carefully moving, sparring with someone. Try and get a bit of force in your hands to train. On bottom, okay, training with your hands blocking, your palms or your forearms to block away, cutting away, doing these motions to cut away. One hand up as I guard, always high here. I'm blocking. I might block out this way with the palm facing up. I might block on the side. Someone's going to hit me here. A few basics I'm just showing you, okay? Blocking in with my forearm to guard. Might come straight down, like I said before. Blocking. Might want to throw that straight punch out. I might want to come in with that chain punch. I want to step back into a back fist, swinging, spinning back fist. See, I can kick with that back leg, but if this leg's closer to my opponent and the legs are a longer reach, I might not want to reach out and punch him. I can grab that as well, pull. So I want to kick with that front leg, bam, kick out for a front kick. My guard's up the whole time. Someone's on this side, I don't want to leave my back open to. I want to step and face, but I don't want to step into danger either. So I want to step back. I might want to engage. I might throw a kick in a different angle. When I'm coming here, put my guard up, I might throw a kick. So I'll be able to kick from different angles, you know. Knee, punch, elbow, whatever it is. Shoulder even, but I'm coming here. So let's imagine, right, that someone's pulling me. I go with the flow and hit him with whatever. He pulls my arm and I walk into him and smash my elbow into him. You know, he grabs my arm, pulls it, you know, whatever. I grab his arm. If he's coming into me, the energy, I just turn my energy, pull him in. If he's pushing me here, as he's pushing into my body, I just turn, let it go. Sink my weight. Otherwise, it's easy to push me over. Sink, I can pull his arm in as he's coming. Elbow there. Pull his arm down as he's coming in, pushing. Just turn. I can hit him at the same time. But it's better to have your hands not tied up by his hands. Make sure your hands are up with a guard. Use your hands as a shield. You're holding this shield, you're holding this thing in front of you here. Let me just hold this, hold something, hold on 1 second. But just imagine, okay, I'm holding something here now. Just hold this bag, my wife's bag. It's about holding this bag, okay? And someone pushing that. If I hold straight, I can stand strong, put one foot behind me, hold. That's not good, no good, is it? See? If they push that, what I need to do is just take a step back, and the person's going to be like, oh, see? If I push and I just turn, see, I just turn that up there like a ball. It's like I'm holding like a ball here, see? So if he pushes my arm or whatever, all I need to do is just turn to absorb the energy. He's coming, whoa, I can grab his arm too, pull him in as he's coming. I can step back as he's pushing with so much energy. I'm pulling him full straight down. See, this direction, same thing. He's pushing me. I'm not going to go, oh, no, I just keep straight. Turn. Hit him as I go. Weaken him as I go. Bam. Then from there you can do whatever you want. Come in and strike him, fight back. If he's pulling me, same thing. He's pulling me, and then I just come straight in. Keep my arms as a guard. Come in with my strikes. He pulls my arm. I use my elbow. He grabs hold of my elbow. I use my hand. My hand's free to hit him. This hand's down. This one's here. Don't let him trap both hands up. Guard, see, I'm on the inside, I'm covering. Here, I'm hitting. I'm on the outside, good, I'm hitting to the outside, I'm hitting him here or here. Now, move to the outside, like I say, try to. See? Okay. So let's imagine, okay, he's coming in front of me here. I can always cover. See that the Wing Chun thing there, the centre line, right? He's on the centre line, he's coming to hit me here. I block down and I strike to the face with the palm coming out. To the face, I block and do that. You may want to chop on the wrist as he's coming. You may want to even punch. You can, when you block, you want to use different methods to maybe hurt them if you can in defence. Because if you just go so soft always, it's just a soft block. He's still going to try and come and hit you again. So you don't want to do a soft block for the sake of doing a soft block. You want to do a soft block to absorb and do some use, like redirect and deflect the energy. The absorber. So he's coming at me. I might meet it at that coming moment as he's coming in. Then I feel it coming in, I absorb, I turn as he's coming in. because maybe I want to get a good leverage to control in the motion of him. Use his motion. I'm not going to, or her motion. I'm not going to use my energy and waste it. But I'm using his energy against him. If I feel his energy going back, I push him back. One hand on his wrist, one hand on his elbow, or one hand on his elbow. Imagine you put your two hands here. You put one hand here, one hand here. But you don't want to push this away. You want to make sure you push my whole center. Feel, if you're able to push him or pull him. You based off of his own imbalance, because he's not standing right. He's like this or whatever. You feel, but you've got to stand solid and feel your root. Don't be leaning over. Don't be reaching over and trying to fight. You'll fall on your ass or fighting like that. You fall over. Make sure you're based. So you're based. And you don't exaggerate and do fancy big turning movements for the sake of it. You want to make sure it's right. So I just turn a little bit to absorb it. He's not grabbing me here. I just move a little bit. His hands out the way and I just come straight in and strike back. See? I might do a bigger motion sometimes, like he's coming to take my money. I've got no money, I've got no pockets either. I block, I block, see? And then even this fist can go straight and punch him in the nuts from there. Or block. I might come here and here. From there, you see? So different things you can do. Okay, so if you hold on 1 second. So as I'm doing these techniques, that's what's happening. So you want to be able to use two hands to help each other. One hand helps the other one. So I'm blocking with one hand, I'm hitting with the other one. I'm blocking with this hand here, like my arm's coming out here like a block, and I hit here. It can be like a karate block like this, or just here, see, and whatever. But the main thing is, we're talking about different kinds of reactions and trying to use one hand sometimes as well. To free one hand, the other hand can defend and attack, defend and attack, defend and attack, defend and attack. So you're doing defend and attack. So defend with this arm, my blocking here, and then coming over maybe here and attack. Different things you can do. Defend and attack. So using this one hand, I can do a lot of things. See, but you use two, of course, to help each other. You've got 2 feet. You don't want to hop down the street. You use 2 feet, right? But that's because you need to move yourself into a position. But you shouldn't let the person always control you. You need to let them be able to stand and fight as well as run. So when the person's coming at you, use as little motion and momentum as you can, and energy and movement of your own, and just let that person fall over however they will, or hit themselves, So let's just imagine, okay, I'm doing these moves. It's all hypothetical, but it's the thing, You're working, when you train with real people, you know what really works and what don't. So let's imagine, okay, these are really simple movements. I know you're not seeing me do fancy kicks and stuff right in this video, I know, and all this stuff. I know you want to see the action of it, how I'm breaking someone's neck with a snap. I understand. We're not doing that. I know you want to see me doing some fancy stance work and stuff, some strong stances and holding it all day and doing all this and showing the power of it, Yeah, man, you want to see me coming in and doing some fancy stuff, or sparring with someone, or spinning a damn weapon in my hand or something. I know. But the principle is you've got to understand basic movement and concepts of how to move the body. And you also got to simplify things in a natural way. You've also got to know how to train with real people. First, you have to understand that. When you train with real people, you'll understand more about what the heck you're doing when you're doing these traditional, what's the word? Rigid movements. When you're doing these moves, traditional moves, and you're here, all these traditional moves which we do, like this, here, all this stuff, whatever it is, any kind of techniques we might do, doing this kind of stuff, see, with a tiger, whatever it is, stepping through, crane, mantis, here, any kind of techniques you see us do, we've got to understand what the heck that's all about. When we start doing that more natural kind of flowing that I'm explaining here, you know how to work it better, because you understand reality. And when you're doing this in a room, you'll think, hang on, why am I going to do that bullshit? Like I'm saying now, doing all this bullshit. Well, you'll understand, because when someone's really choking the fuck out of you, you know how to step back behind it and bring that down, or pick them up and slam them. When someone's really pulling your hair, you'll know how to really lay that elbow in because of dance work there. How to cover there, hit him there. If his hand's still there, you might take that down. You understand how this structure actually works. So, and what don't work, you actually understand it. Because your body understands it. You know, I know I'm walking on this ground, I know, you know when you're walking up a hill or you're climbing a tree, you know what it feels like. You feel your body, you feel the gravity and everything. You know, feel the gravity. Okay, so the basic point is, I'm going to finish this video in a moment. I'm just showing a few things anyway. I'm just showing a very few basic things. That's what I'm doing. So basically, you know, I also like to imagine people grappling. I love that kind of thing when someone's grappling, choking on. I love that kind of thing. When they're holding on to you, you can feel, you know where their hands are. Don't matter how big or strong they are really, because if you've got good basic fitness in you and you know how to stand, if you're able to work with that balance and throw them off balance based off of their own imbalance, that's a good thing to work with. Plus they're so rigid standing there, you can a lot of times hit them as well while they're holding on to you. But obviously you've got to be careful because they can hit you. You need to practice blocking against hits and stuff. But the thing is, like when someone's coming at you choking on or holding, choke, wherever it is, pushing, I love that because you can feel the energy with one hand or two. You can feel the energy how to do it. If he's pushing, if I feel that he's like that, I might want to lift his elbows up, like lift it up, you know, and then make a small circle like from here and pull his arms to the side, knee him. Don't let him headbutt you, as I say. You can headbutt him, but the thing, you know, it's here. He might come push me there. I might open both his hands up. He might headbutt me though. I might take a step back, knee. That's got to be enough then to stop the motherfucker from headbutting me and also busting in some shit. Kicking from here. I want to do that. I might want to open and hit. I'm not telling you to do it, but you can hit someone's ears or head or pull him down. You might just take a step. He might be pushing me. I might grab both his hands. I might go into some kind of finger lock. I might step back, open that. He falls down flat on the floor or into my knee as I rise it. I might slam his head into my knee. He might go down there on the floor. I step on the back of his neck. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying, you know, do a Michael Jackson spin on the back of his neck and break somebody else's neck with your kick. But we're not doing a Bruce Lee flicking. I'm just saying, right? Easy said than done, right? You might say. But the fact is, when you train with someone, you really know how to move. When you train drills to get those moves right, and then sparring freely, you'll realise, oh, I didn't get him this time. Oh, he got me. Oh, you'll start to realise how to move. I can block from this side. You come in, oh, and you feel the power, and you know, oh, I'm going to go with that flow. It's like Randori's in Aikido. You feel him. He's putting his arm around my neck from behind. He's trying to grab me from behind. Whoa! I put my foot in front of his. Sweep. He's going to fall over my leg as he's coming in, and I just get that behind there, lock behind his arm. So the guy's like this. I'm tripping over my foot, and he's like that, and I lock his arm up, and I pull him down. Shoulder, then I put my foot on the back of the shoulder, like Tony Jaa, you know. The same thing. The name of the movie, Tom Yum Goong. He's coming at me there, you see, and he's like coming at me. It's somebody coming rushing at me, trying to choke the shit out of me like a starving zombie on speed. I've been drinking too much cherry coke or something. I like cherry coke, I ain't had it for years, but he's coming at me, right? I take a step back, put my guard up, simple as that. I might not be able to grab his hands about a step back, and I throw that kick out, bam! As he's running in, he runs into my kick. I'm ready to parry whatever hands are coming. Spar like that. Someone's coming to grab you, pull that hat off your head, or stick a sticker on you, whatever it is. You see this knife training that people do with these red pens and that, and they put this red mark. I'm not saying you should like be ready like that. If someone's got a knife, you've got to be ready, but it's like you've got to get away. I'm saying like the hands are coming at you, that's the same thing. I'm not saying you can do some fancy bullet matrix move and avoid a speeding bullet flying at you. I'm saying like, you know, this kung fu works, we're not fucking around, okay? I'm not saying someone comes at me, I'm going to go, oh, in a perfect stance, whoa, see? Blocking and all this, doing the fancy moves. Oh, I'm not saying it's going to work like a dance, but then people don't understand how it works. Is the thing. So he's coming at me there, all full force, grabbing my body, whatever it is. I just move that arm aside and come in and strike. He's coming in and he's trying to choke the fuck out of me right here. I just pull his arm up, go in the direction he's going, in the direction that he's moving himself. I grab that solid. He's so stiff, he's trying to choke the shit out of me, you know. So I just feel that as he's coming in, I just step back, pull him back of his head. I might smash him into this. Knee, kick as you go. As he's coming in forward, I lift up his elbow, move to the side here, turn. I can then change. I maybe if I feel he's falling this way, I'm going to push him that way. Push him so he goes head first in the fish tank with his arse hanging out the fish tank. You know what I mean? But the basic thing I'm saying, he's coming out, choking me, he's grabbing, he's already pulling me. What is he going to do? He's holding on me. If that's free, I elbow him in the teeth. That's here. Kick there. Step to the side. That's behind his leg there. I just chuck him over that way. If he's not going to fall this way, he's going to fall another way. I'll bend my knee behind his knee, take him down, my arms up here. I can hit in the face, hit here. That elbow can block, this can go down, I can sweep from here. We train all this stance work for a reason. You see? You train these movements, when you train Marbu for example, you train them for use. Not to say, here I come, kick my balls, you fucking mutt pimp. No, I'm not doing that, okay? He's coming at me here. So usually in a close range we're doing boxing like sort of guarding, where you're not going fancy always with big blocks, but the thing is the thing I'm trying to say is, you don't always want to wait for them to come at you with all that full momentum, whether it's a punch or a kick or whatever it is, and you just take in the full blow there, boom. You want to move in a certain way that's useful, So I'm not saying do a fancy move, block against someone's fucking roundhouse kick or Muay Thai roundhouse kick, you might break your fucking arm. Right? But I'm saying if someone's coming at you trying to grab you, hit you, choke you, or someone's already there, there's a lot of techniques you can learn about grappling. You learn a lot about grappling in wrestling and stuff. But there's wrestling, there's judo, there's aikido, aiki-jitsu, aiki-jiu-jitsu, aiki fucking this do, judo, budo, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Ninjutsu, taijutsu, bare hands, Krav Maga, Sistema. There's throws in karate and taekwondo. Shaolin techniques, different kinds of Bagua and Taiji, as I say. There's so many moves where you're using throws and this kind of like grappling techniques, different kinds. Mongolian bloody wrestling, I don't even know, a sumo, right? Some of these arts, they're like using a big strong body. You see big muscly people or big fat people, excuse my language, I'm just saying that. Big weight, and they're using their energy, a bit of leverage. Hapkido, don't forget, is another one, you know. Army like training they do as well and stuff like that, you know. But I'm just saying, you know, Silat again, Sambo, what do you call it, SAS, marine training, all the rest of it, okay. But I'm saying when they're training, okay, there's things like that. But the thing I'm trying to say is, okay, there's using a bit of leverage and then some power. Jiu-jitsu, sorry for not mentioning it, go. But you're going there, you know. And you're doing the techniques, okay, but there's using no force. Like I like things like I like some ninjutsu, taijutsu, bare hands. I can see the use in things like judo and hapkido, and there's throws in a lot of martial arts. I say Japanese or Korean martial arts, could be karate. You could be talking about jiu-jitsu even. But I'm saying, okay, I'm trying to say like I like things like I say taijutsu, bare hands, and ninjutsu is good, but I like Wing Chun for his sticky hands, I like Taiji for his pushing hands, and I say Bagua has a bit of that too, but you got Aikido's a great one, because they're using simplified techniques that don't look fancy. I'm not saying you've got to do fancy rolls and stuff, but it's all useful. But I'm saying that when someone's coming at you and you're not in a fancy stance necessarily immediately doing the technique, come on, let's fight. No, just someone's coming at you and you just move in with what comes. Like the samurai in the samurai days, they come at you with a sword and you just step to the side. Whoa, you might cover with your sword, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, just cutting that angle. And again, going back to force again. If there's something in front of you, push it, it goes back. If there's a door there, and you just lean all of your energy into the door and push, the door's going to give way, it's not going to fight you. Like water, like air, you're just going to fall through it. And if you're leaning back, same thing, and you pull on the door, what's going to happen? It's going to let you go. You're not going to fight with you like an arm wrestle, a tug of war or an arm wrestle. You want to do the opposite of a tug of war or an arm wrestle. In an arm wrestle, imagine if you just let the guy win, or you just grabbed his hand and pulled him down, move his hand slightly across, you'll probably smash his face through the table. I might just earn you some quick money there, mate. If you get the money, grab the bag, run out, right? Just kidding, but you know. But you know, like, you know, I'm just saying, right? If it's a tug of war, same thing. Everybody's going to pull. 1, 2, 3, go. And you just let go. Everybody's going to fall on their ass. We're going to imagine it become like a solid stick and you just pushed it. It's like you got a snow plough just pushing them down, like a gust of wind. Because it's the way they're standing, the way their balance is, where their foot placement is, their body leaning over, and you're using their motion. It's like a drunk person. They're easy to push over because they're not standing straight, and their energy's going all over the place. You can push you with whatever power. You just take a step back. Come at you with full force, you just take it and pull it. Push to the side, whatever, coming at you, pulling me, and walk forward. I'll go with them, they've got nowhere to go. You want to know if he's going in, you throw in whatever it is, you grab my, I use that, you grab my, I'm trying stuff, I'm throwing my knee in, using your waist, using slight turning motions. You put your hand on a ball and you try and push that. The ball just rolls around in any direction. Imagine a ball like a basketball here. If it turns or swivels like that, see, it goes around like something that's swiveling, so it goes around. So that's what you want to be like that. If someone's going to hit me, you say, come on, you hoe, you a pole dancer. Whatever, he's pushing me there, see, move. He just goes, bam, you can hit low, there. I cover, I can block and hit him. If he goes to grab my arm, I just open up there, his hand's on the side there, he's still holding me, so the guy's like twisted up or either way, and I do that, okay, my hand's there, smashing the face from there. But I'm not going to play around, you've got to go with them hard hits, or step across his body, you might want to step behind 2 feet, whatever it is, take him down. Okay, someone's on this side for a back fist. I'm not saying they're going to stand there and wait for me, hold on man, I'm going to back fist you. Or I'm going to do a fancy move with my hands, whoa. I'm going to grab your leg in the fin there, kick you 6 times, boom, 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 boom. I'm not saying that, spin around and break your neck, and you're just going to stand there like, oh. I'm not saying that people on the road are going to come like this slow motion, doing a move, and you're just going to go, block. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're getting a certain kind of movement and distance. So in close range, if you're sparring, same thing in boxing, right? You know he's coming. He's going to throw the basic boxes techniques, right? You know what I mean? And you're blocking in a natural way if you're boxing and sparring with somebody, right? He's coming at me there, excuse me, and it's the same thing, right? So they'll be coming at me boxing, coming at you, whatever, and you'll be just covering up, see? Slip the jab, whatever, you're blocking hit, see, boom, boom, you come to hit, up, cover, hit, boom, boom, see? I'm not a professional boxer, I'm just saying I've got my experience, blocking, boxing here, see? We're boxing here, covering, see? He's coming to hit me in close, really close range, boom, 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 covering here, blah, blah, blah. So it's the same thing with Kung Fu, the exact same thing. When you're doing it in close range, it just looks like boxing almost, you're covering me, it's like different things, and if his hands there long enough, or if you throw a technique and he stops that, there you feel his hand, where it is, you take it, come in with different technique, elbow, kick, knee, throw, choke lock, control, you see he's pushing me, he starts grappling me, choking me, it's in the street, you can be anywhere in the bar, I don't know why you would be drinking your life away, but you should not be drinking or smoking anyway, but I'm saying that guys in front of you there, you can work with that. Someone's trying to use their energy, use their force on you, attack you, rape you, with your whatever the hell it is. Whoever you are, you can open that hand up, strike back there, use your forearms to block. You can hit me here, cover here, my hand's here, free. If I use my hand's not free. He might have another hand to hit me. So I make sure this is here to guard, this is here to guard, this is here to guard, guard on the outside here, this is here, here. Which is on the outside here, this one's here, see? Here, and I'm moving, I'm not just staying here, I can move as well, I can move around. But you don't always have to, you stand there. Let him move and let him run into your fist or fall down. That's what we're doing. But it's hard for me to show you with no real person. I need to show you with someone. To show you the move, you to feel it and understand it. They say seeing is believing, but feeling is the truth. You can't talk about the Tao. You live with the master, the Tao, the master of nature, teaching you every day. Reality is right here. But, the reality of nature all around the world, but it's like you don't feel it. It's like you talk about it and it's like, wow, Okay, so I'm just going to say that. So, basic movements though, sometimes we train exaggerated to get some coordination or different movements. So I might go to a stance and do some moves here. Soft palms, it might be like a tiger, whatever it is, but I'm coming here. Okay, I'm using the lines around me as well, and the structure of different movements. So I come in here, blocking, I'm thinking about different angles to my sides here, how I could defend myself. Just really seriously, like Kung Fu, Karate, thinking about the moves, in alignment here. I'm blocking and hitting. This is like blocking and hitting. He comes to grab my arm, his arm's here. I block that and hit there, turn, take that over here, here. I block here, strike. I block up, strike. I use my waist motion. I come in, block with my forearm, or maybe on top, or maybe up here and hit. See? Okay, I do that. I do a circular motion here and come forward here. I might block up high, see, pulling across into a knee. I might parry that from further away, kick. Come again forward here, step and change into a stance here. Step to the side, guard up. As I throw a side kick, turn around. Or maybe this way. Always watching what I can do. Hitting. Here. Elbow. Hand. Wing chun. Again, Yong Chun. Here. Here. Crane. Chopping. Guard. It's like I've got a sword almost. Open. 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 Hit. Open the window. Open the door. Hit. Block. Hit. Elbow. Step back. Guard. This is a guard. Step behind his foot. This hits in the crotch. This protect my face. Hit. Here. He's coming in really fucking close range. I choke my fucking shit, right? I block here. Sink lower than him. My waist lower than him. Pull my pants up while I'm doing it. Hitting the fucking gut here. Here. Into the ribcage. Full strike. As soon as I get that opening, not big or but just open his hand from there. I can pull. I can sweep his foot away. Or I can, my foot might be behind, my knee behind his, or whatever it is. I just go in and then I go in close. I might slam my elbow and my shoulder, fist or forearm, whatever it is. I might block here and hit him. Whatever it is, I'm blocking and hitting. See, that's what you're doing, tied you with a push there. But I'll be doing this. I might sweep. I might grab hold of his waist from there, chuck him over my hip. As he goes down, boom, I can hit, but my knee sinks straight into his chin, into his jaw, or I step on that bitch. So my hands got to guard and just kick from the range, but I've got to be able to kick from any range and have good balance. I might do some spinning kick, jumping and doing some spinning kick here, but the thing what's going to happen is as I turn, my back's open to attack. You don't want to walk into an attack and then put your guard up and try and be fancy. You don't want to reach out and try and do these fancy techniques. You don't want to do these, oh, I want to do tiger, so I'm going to do tiger. I want to do crane, so I'm going to do, no. It's got to work naturally. Come and hit me there, I open up. I don't have to grab, I can open up, that hand's still free to hit you. If I need to grab, I might grab for a reason. I'm going to twist his wrist, go into a lock, finger lock, step back, kick in the nuts, boom, kick. He thinks I'm going to go for that lock, but my hands might not be strong enough to get hold of that tough big guy. So I do that technique, it distracts him for a second, then I throw my other techniques in, let go and go in. Distraction. They say all warfare is based on imagination and deception, the art of war. Again, you know, here, doing symmetry movements, the mirror movements, you know, like this, with the elbows in. For example, here, like this, like in a Wing Chun, or in a normal marble, but it's like here, symmetry, same kind of movements every side, each side, here, 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 see? You can even say that, you can say, here, you mean, here, 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 so you open up, here, so each side here. Stance work, train your legs and your arms at the same time, train on a tree for some conditioning, don't break your arms on it, but like, train a bit of conditioning, train to toughen your arms up. If you're serious about martial arts, that's what we do in traditional martial arts. Here, covering, so I'm not going to go so big every time, but like just small here, cover, see? That comes back for a reason when it's coming here. Not only to chamber for the punch, it could be an elbow back here, it could be that I'm getting your arm in a lock here, twisting it. So you're holding my wrist, I hold your wrist. As you're pushing in, I come in here, twist. This goes on top of your elbow. It might be to the side here, one on your wrist, one on your elbow. His back's there, I can just let go of that, twist that in. Knee, kick, step behind, whatever it's going to be. Hit to the head, here, throw it to it, or it might be just here. Okay, I might twist that down. Go with the twisting motion. Might twist and throw at the same time. You might feel as he's going, he tries to go back. So as he comes back, you guard, don't let go and let him hit you, but control, some different kind of control. Come on the inside now. You might come in, close the gap. Make sure you don't let the other hand hit you. Step behind his leg, but this is ready to guard in front of his knee, this knee. But I step behind. This can't be flying up. You need to root yourself. This step's lower than him. You go in, step in here. Use your whole shoulder, your whole hand here. Everything. You can push him back. Bring this foot here. Hook. Pull his foot as he's falling down. If he's going back, you could throw a kick. Maybe mid-level would be okay. Okay? When you block, don't just block here 1, 2 like it's nothing. You can do this. Low block, middle block. But you can also go strong. 1, 2. So it hurts him. You see? 1, 2 when you punch. Very, very, very solid. So when we train these structural movements, you're preparing yourself. So when you're in real life and you're just more natural, just moving naturally and he's coming at you, you know, you've got these different techniques where you're just moving, he's already grappling you. You're able to move very naturally. It's like a dance, almost very easy for you to move. And you're very relaxed because you train so exaggerated and so strong as well with those techniques, you know. I say thank you for watching this video. Train hard. Practice what you study and study what you practice, okay? Train hard and stay safe. Don't be rigid. Repetition is important. Follow your teacher, a good real teacher. Listen carefully when you study with the teacher. This is right. But also listen to yourself, listen to your body and think about ways you can move. Big, small, front, back. Study, I'll say study the Tao. I'm not telling you, it's up to you, but there's a book called the Tao Te Ching, okay? Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. It will teach you a lot and you can take the philosophies into your Kung Fu and your martial art training. I don't care if you do karate, boxing, MMA or what. I'm coming mainly from a Kung Fu background. You can do Tai Chi, okay, Tai Chi. Maybe your grandfather does Tai Chi, I don't care, but it's not too late, too early for you to learn either, okay? It's for anyone. It's not for... Martial arts is for everybody. And be open-minded, that's what I'll say. Different ways you can do things, you know? Different ways you can throw a strike. Like that. Hammer fist, back fist, forearm, palms like this. Here, blocking with your palms, moving that structure, see, blocking here, leaning back, coming forward, coming here, circular motions, blocking here, blocking, washing, not just wax on bullshit, it's a reality, coming in, see, either way you step, coming in, closing the gap, coming here, boom, different kind of techniques. You don't do all this wishy-washy nonsense, yes, that's right, in every situation. The thugs are on the block and you start doing this. What do you think I'm talking about? Yeah, but I still believe in this bullshit, don't I, man? I know you're going to say, I understand, but that's not the point. We're not doing that. You don't do it and force it. Get away if you can. If you're on the bus, someone tries to pickpocket you knock their hand away, whatever, you know, if you need to throw them boxing punches, you do it. If someone's trying to choke the shit out of you, I'm going to grab his arm and go into some of these techniques what I'm showing you because they work. They work. And if you want to know how they work, if they work or not, you better train realistically with people and spar. You say it's always controlled. Yeah, it might be always controlled. But still, you know, it's just movement without limit. Practice is the way, is the master. Keep it up. Always. And that will determine how you will react. And every situation is slightly different and the reaction might always not be perfect. But practice. Good practice makes for good reaction. That's what I'm going to say there. Thanks for watching. Take care. Train hard and stay safe. Kung Fu is not bullshit. There's a lot of knowledge there, okay? I've got enough years to actually know, and I'm not even great at what I do. I know what I'm doing there, but it's just, you know, simple. But yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah, take care now. Take care. Train hard and stay safe.